Hello students, today we shall revise poem 1, that is The Adventure of Isabel. Okay, I hope you have already learned the 8 lines of the poem and the question answers and the exercises. So today we shall give the summary of the lesson, the poem The Adventure of Isabel. So before we begin the poem, let us look at the author. Who is the author of the poem? Ogden Nash. Okay. So, The Adventure of Isabel, poem written by Ogden Nash, the famous humorous poetry writer. Okay. So, the adventure of the poem, the Ogden Nash, he was one of the famous writer and also very humorous writer, poetry writer. Okay. So, in this poem, Nash describes the adventures of a brave nature of a little girl. You know who is that? Who is the girl here? Talking about the Isabel. So, in this poem, the writer describes the adventure or the brave nature of a little girl named Isabel. That is what we read out when you go through the poem. Okay. So, when we look at the poem, we see what happens when a girl named Isabel meets a ravenous bear, a witch, a giant, and a doctor who all wanted to harm her. Instead of worrying or getting panic, Isabel thinks fast and calmly beats them all. That is what we see when we read out the stanza ways. When we go through the poem, we see how the little girl, how she was very courageous and how he cope up with all the difficulties and challenges which came on her way. So, the first, the stanza of the line. Isabel was terrified by the bear. We see when we read the line, the first stanza, when we read out, we see that Isabel was terrified by a bear. But she never cried or screamed. Did she cry or screamed? No. She never cried or screamed. Instead of that, she ate the bear with a very cool attitude. By seeing the bear, what she did, she was not scared or screamed. We see from this poem. The bear was hungry. The bear was ravenous. What's the meaning of ravenous? Ravenous means very hungry. The bear was very hungry and wanted to eat Isabel. Okay, and it told that the bear said, Isabel, glad to meet you. Isabel, I am very happy to meet you. Why it is happy to meet the Isabel? Because it wanted to eat. It is very hungry and it wanted to eat Isabel. So Isabel didn't worry or Isabel didn't scream or scurry. Scurry means move quickly. That's the meaning scurry. She did not run away or she did not cry aloud. But what did she do? She washed her hands and straightened her hair. She went and washed her hands and straightened her hair up. Then Isabel quickly ate the bear. So then Isabel ate the bear up. That is what we see in the first stanza of the poem. Hope you understood what is the first stanza. Okay. Now take the second stanza of the poem. In the second stanza we see, in the dark, she saw a face of the witch. She saw a face of the witch. What is the witch? A magical woman. Okay. With a gummy teeth. And this time also, she never got frightened or terrified. Instead, she turned the witch into milk and drank her. That is what we see. The second stanza when we read, we see that she met a witch, very ugly looking witch. And what she did? The witch gum with teeth were sprinkled. Isabel, the witch said, I am so happy. I will turn you into an ugly toad. Who told this? The witch told to Isabel that, Isabel, I am very happy to meet you, and right now I am going to change you into an ugly toad, a kind of frog. We know the meaning of toad, an ugly this frog. Okay, Isabel didn't worry, or Isabel didn't scream or scurry. Isabel did not worry, or Isabel did not run away from that witch. But what she did? She turned the witch into milk and drank her. She turned the witch into milk and drank her. That is what we see in the second stanza of the poem. Okay, what she did in the second stanza? In the dark she saw the face of an ugly witch. And this time she did not get frightened, or she didn't run away from the terrible witch. She was very courageous, and she changed the witch into milk and drank her. Now thirdly, whom she met? Thirdly, she met a giant with one eye on his face. It looks so funny, with one eye on his face. With the giant. It's a horrible looking. Isabel, being cool, cut the head of the giant. So what she did in the third stanza of the poem? Isabel met a hideous giant, a horrible giant she met. Isabel continued self-reliant. Self-reliant means to rely on one's own self. She was not frightened, or she did not run away from that giant, a horrible looking one. The giant was hairy. The giant was horrid. He had one eye in the middle of the forehead. He had only one eye. So you can imagine how it looked. Normally the children, when they see the giant, they will run away from that. Okay. So she did not do anything such kind of that thing. But she stood there, faced the challenge. And what she did? She had a good morning, Isabel. The giant said, I'll grind your bones to make my bread. What did the giant tell to Isabel? Giant told that, I am very happy to see you, Isabel. Now I am going to grind your bones. I will grind your bones and make it powder, and I will make bread with that. So Isabel didn't worry, or Isabel didn't scurry or scream. She nibbled the Swiss bag that she always fed off. Nibbled means to eat the toasted bread. You remember, no? Swiss bag means a kind of toasted bread. She was eating the bread, toasted bread very slowly, and without taking any tension or without having any fear, she cut the giant head off. Finally, what did she do? Isabel cut the head of the giant. That is what we see. Now we will see the last stanza of the poem. Okay, whom she met at last? She meets a doctor who failed so many times with his treatment. So finally, she met a doctor who was failed so many times with his treatment. Okay, and Isabel handled the doctor with her cool attitude. She also faced the doctor with her cool attitude. So you can also look at the last stanza of the poem. The doctor was cough and chills, talks of cough and chills, and the doctor satchel bulged with the pills. So doctors had a bag, and it had full of pills. The doctor said to Isabel, swallow all these pills. Isabel didn't worry, Isabel didn't scurry or scream, and what did she do? Isabel calmly cured the doctor. So instead of curing the Isabel cured the doctor. And but we can say that finally, what is the last stanza of the poem? It tells about Isabel handled the doctor with a cool attitude. That is what we see in the last stanza of the poem. So, in this poem, we see that Isabel, a courageous girl, met with how many people? The first, she met with a bear. The secondly, she met with the witch, and thirdly, she met with a giant, and fourth, she met with a doctor. Four of them. You can see that Isabel meet a ravenous bear, a witch, a giant, a doctor, who all wanted to harm her. That is what we see throughout the poem. And what she did, finally, she, instead of worrying or getting panic, Isabel calmly beats them. Isabel calmly faced them all. Okay, so that is what we see throughout the poem. So you can learn the word meanings from here, and also you will be learning the author's name, the writer of the poem, The Adventure of Isabel. So you can also take the exercise part. Already we have discussed the question answer, and we can take the exercise part. Exercise 3, we will be going through that. We use the word take in a number of ways too. Replace the italicized word with one of your own. Okay, the italicized word you have to change with the resembles the same, the word meaning which resembles the same meaning. Arun takes after his father. Takes after, that is the italicized word. Which word we will use here? Takes after means resembles. We will write here Arun resembles his father. Okay, takes after. Instead of takes after, you can write resembles. The second one, she is very proud. Someone must take her down. Take her down. You can also write bring down. Take her down, bring down. Okay. And the third one, don't allow yourself to be taken in by his sale stock. Taken in. Taken in means we can say the another word deceived. Taken in, deceived. Okay. And his writing has taken on a peculiar style. Taking on. Taking on, we can replace that particular word taking on. We can write developed. Okay. Developed. And the last one, can you take in what the author means? Okay. Take in. You can change that word and write understand. Take in, understand. These are the words, the exercise part you have to do it. Okay. Now, here, pick out the adverb in the following sentences and say what words they qualify. Okay. The first one. He sings sweetly. He sings sweetly. The first exercise. Sweetly is the adverb here. And what is the verb here? Sing is the verb here. So, sweetly qualifies the verb sing. You have to mention the qualify, which say the word which they qualify. That also you have to write here. So, he sings sweetly. So, which is the adverb here? Sweetly is the adverb here and sing is the verb. So, we can say that sweetly qualifies the verb sing. The B. Quickly taking a left turn, she disappeared around the corner. There are two adverbs here. What are the adverbs here? Quickly and around. Okay, quickly and round adverb. The first word is the taking is the verb here, and the second one is the around is the adverb, and the verb is disappeared is the verb. The third one, they don't tell him much because he tells tales. Here, much is the adverb which qualifies the verb tell. Okay, we can say that much is the adverb, it qualifies the verb. Which verb it is? Tell. Now D. They slept beside their parents. They slept beside their parents. Which is the adverb in the sentence? Adverb is beside, which qualifies Slept. S-L-E-P-T. That's the verb here. Slept. Okay. Now, E. He came for his bicycle but left since it was missing. Which is the adverb in the sentence? For. For is the adverb and came is the verb. So we can say that for qualifies the verb came. So you have to find out which is the adverb and which is the verb here. Okay. So you know what is the definition of the adverb? Adverb describes the meaning of a verb. Adverb describes or add to the meaning of a verb. So each sentences there are, in some sentences there are two adverbs and some sentences there are only one adverb. So I hope you have written everything in the textbook. We have already taken this chapter in the periodical first. That time we have already taken the lesson. I hope you are learning the chapter and revising the question answers, word meaning and the exercise part. So dear students, please revise the first lesson and also the next class I will be taking the next lesson, that is light in the dark. Please revise and come and learn the question answer and the exercises. Thank you students for listening.